Hello, STA Youth Alumni. I'm Reed Gom, your youth minister, here with Matt Lyons, who's the Associate Director of Campus Ministry for Catholic Who's, and he's been gracious enough to join me and join you for a short series on transitioning from STA Youth and youth ministry in high school into college or work and young adult life as you guys get going. Matt, thanks for joining us.
Oh man, Reed, good to be here, guys. God bless you. Happy to talk.
So, Matt, I think a great place to begin, could you maybe talk through some of the differences between a youth ministry program that our teens are used to and a campus ministry program like they might be heading towards?
Yeah, Reed, it's a good question, and I kind of feel uniquely suited to talk about this. I was a youth minister myself for a year when I lived in Minneapolis, and now working again in campus ministry. I feel like I've seen some of the differences there. I feel like the biggest change really comes contextually as you go to college, in it that you are going to have a lot more freedom, right? And in all of the good and bad of freedom, I feel like one of the big things is that there's no direction by mom or dad to go to Edge or Life Teen or whatever it is, right? You have to make the decision to go to the campus ministry house or the church or wherever it is. And this is not just for your campus ministry experience, this is even for going to mass on Sunday. Everything is going to become about your ownership of the faith as you go into a campus ministry and into a university. But I think the great thing is that there's maybe even more depth that you're afforded by being able to decide, hey, I can actually expand out of just my hour, 2 hours, 3 hours that I normally get to spend in youth ministry to I can do my studying at the campus ministry house. I can walk with a focus missionary or with my campus minister or chaplain in a way that maybe wasn't accessible to me when I was in middle or high school. So there is like this broadening and deepening of the opportunities that are available to you. And so it's a great foundation from which to learn how to plug into a parish and how to plug into a community with your peers, and also with a lot of hopefully tools that are there to help you grow in your faith in an even more expansive way maybe than was afforded to you when you were in youth ministry. Although there's so many benefits there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think when I moved to college, one of the cool things I noticed was I could then truly orient my entire life
Mm,
around those pillars of Acts 2:42 that we talk about in Life Teen and our student leadership team. Our community, you get to live with these people that you're going to mass with, that you're praying with, you're studying with,
yeah.
and you can really build this almost early Christian community, which is really neat.
Yeah.
One thing you mentioned, Matt, and I know our teens will likely encounter these people. You mentioned focus missionaries. Could you
Yeah.
tell us a little bit more about them?
Yeah, definitely. So focus missionaries, they are, I think, at UVA for our community, but at many other campuses. Hopefully, if you're going to be experiencing a focus mission campus, it is a group of students or a group of post grad young men and women that have committed up to a year or two of their lives, sometimes more, to go out and fundraise their salaries. So to go out and to do the hard work of putting together a lifestyle because they feel the call on their hearts to go and to serve college students, especially in a relational way. So college or focus missionaries, their primary mission is to get coffee and to meet with you and to walk with you, to disciple you, to help you get into a Bible study, both of which I think the one-on-one and the group discipleship opportunities in a Bible study, they're the best ways to grow and be rooted in your faith. And I was a kind of focused missionary type as a Protestant, and later converted to the faith. But I always said that it was the best job in the world. But they were literally tasked with, like, you just want to make as many friends as possible. You're a professional friend. So I just want to encourage you. I think that focused missionaries are generally some of the coolest people you ever meet. And so they're the perfect person to just go up to or be approached by yourself and to say, hey, I would love to go deeper in my faith. Like, do you want to hang out? And they will, for sure.
Yeah, and I think they're at over 700 campuses. So the odds are, if you're going to definitely a mid or big size school, you're going to have focus missionaries, which is great.
Yeah.
One thing that might be new to our teens is that we are at a university parish, which is
Mhm.
very unique. This is not the norm for college campus ministries to be connected to a parish, which Life Teen experiences every single time that we meet because of our UVA volunteers and all those connections. What is a Newman Center? It tends to be the more common model for campus ministry.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And I think it's interesting because there's real like pros and cons with both models, right? So STA, we are like a wing of a church. So we're able to be integrated with the life of a parish, which is a beautiful thing. A Newman house, on the other hand, a Newman Center, is generally like a house or a maybe like a wing of a building or something like that that is set generally very close to or on campus, where the kind of like base of operations is for a campus ministry. So a lot of times they'll have like a social space, they'll have study areas, they'll have things just like in our student center, ping pong tables or fun stuff where you can come, but also speaking places, place to host meals, all of these things which basically serve as kind of like the meeting ground and the sending ground for a campus ministry to live its life together. And that's generally where the focus missionaries or a campus minister or a chaplain, if you have those resources, will be based from. So the Newman Center is a great place to come and to really live your faith. And sometimes they have a chapel attached, or they're working in close relationship with the local parish. So you just want to find out sacramentally where those things are kind of offered. But sometimes they're one or both, but you just kind of figure it out at whatever spot you're going to.
Yeah, it almost operates like a mini parish just
Yeah.
for the university students,
Yeah.
unlike St. Thomas, where we're integrated into a parish at large.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Matt, for joining us for our first session. Matt's going to be coming back a couple times throughout the summer to offer some advice on how to get connected to your campus ministry, how to continue and build a stronger prayer life, and offer some words of encouragement. Thanks, Matt, and we'll see you guys soon.
Definitely. Thank you, guys. God bless you.